Hey y'all, we're Runaway June.
And we're talking with Variety Beat.
So ladies, it's so nice to meet you all.
I'm Jennifer.
I'm Naomi.
I'm Hannah.
And I was looking up some very interesting things about you all. And Naomi, you are one of 11.
Yes.
So what was that like?
It's really, really fun still. Growing up, it was just really a good time and crazy and lots of ups and downs with that many, siblings and kids.
Did you ever get like the most attention or
Oh,
forgotten?
No. I've been forgotten.
So she's almost dead center.
Yeah, I've been forgotten a couple times actually. Yeah.
She knows how to share a bathroom really well.
Yeah.
And Hannah, you have a cooking blog. Do you still keep up with that?
Yeah, I try my best. We've been out on the road, so not only have I not had time, I've not been cooking, but pretty much every time I come home, I'm working on it and cooking up new recipes and stuff.
Also, like if we go out to eat, if I see something I don't know, I'm like, what is this? And she's like, oh, that's this, and it's got all this in it, and I'm like, okay. She knows the most about food.
I admire you because I don't really like to cook very much.
You don't? I love it.
And Jennifer, you were on The Amazing Race. How was that? Was that intense?
Oh yeah, it was. But it was so much fun. You got to go to countries you would never normally go to, so it was quite the experience.
It's kind of crazy to see so many artists who are like, you see them well polished and performing, and then they do all these crazy things like hunting and fishing and all these extreme temperatures, and you're like, you would never think it, So it's really awesome that you guys have all the hobbies that you do. So how did you guys kind of form together, all three of you, and come up with your name?
Well, our name, my grandma's name is June, and Naomi has a sister named June, and Hannah went on a really special 25-day hike in June. We signed our record deal in June.
Oh, wow.
And we all kind of runaways. We all ran away from home to chase this crazy dream, and so that's how we came up with Runaway June.
Ah, I like that story. Thank you for sharing that. So your new single is called Lipstick, and I really like it because it talks about loving somebody who ruins your lipstick and not your mascara, which is a very important message to send to girls nowadays.
And boys.
Yeah.
And boys, especially boys.
Don't be that person.
So do you want to talk a little bit about your single and?
Yeah, so our single just came out a couple weeks ago. It's been really exciting for us, but that one's really fun. It was always kind of our favorite to perform just because we were getting kind of just a fun reaction in the crowd from it. But that one's funny because those little Pinterest memes that kind of float around and become really popular. There was one that was saying if you're going to agree with a man who ruins your lipstick, not your mascara, and it was such a cute idea. And luckily no one had plugged it into a song yet, so it's kind of one of those lucky ones that once it was written, it was like, it just felt really good to perform. Really had fun with that one.
And I feel like that's a song, like, for my little sisters, I would want them to hear that message. It's a really good, positive message. So that's why another reason it's special.
It's relatable from 13 to 70. It's like one of those songs everyone gets it.
Yeah, I feel like someone was talking about that recently, about someone just like completely ruining their lipstick and like that kind of thing.
Yeah, I love it.
So you've been on radio tour promoting your new single. How has that been, and what's the feedback?
It's been really a lot of fun. It's exhausting because you're in several cities a day, but we've been so lucky. We've gotten great feedback, and we got our first standing ovation last week, which we were all kind of like tearing up. Like, are they leaving? Are they leaving? Did someone make you do this? But it was really cool. I mean, it was such a special thing for us to we write all of our songs, and so I think there are babies because we wrote them, but to see people react to them is so cool because that's really why we're doing this.
You are playing down where I live this coming weekend.
Do you live in San Diego?
Yeah, like Riverside area. So it's like
We're both California girls. She's from Florida, but we're both California girls.
I am excited to see San Diego. I've never been to Southern Cal, and I am pumped.
What are you gonna do while you're there?
Probably go crazy.
We don't have much time, so
we
she's
don't
just
have
gonna be
time.
like,
Just gonna lose it.
yeah.
Gonna hit up the beach.
No, we're not gonna have time for
Well, our
that.
show is actually on the ocean side, so
Yeah, I
you'll
guess
be
I
able
will
to
be
see
hitting
it.
on the beach.
You're just gonna have to like go down. And just
Perform in your bikini.
Oh, I
so you
will.
can take it down.
Throw my guitar down, just like die.
Yeah.
So who would be some of your like ultimate tour people going?
We have Tim McGraw. I love Keith Urban. I want to go out with Keith Urban.
I love him too.
We all love Keith Urban.
Guitar skills.
Realistic or dead people or like what's our range? We can pick anyone.
Whatever.
I think Tim McGraw would be our ideal.
Yeah.
To go with Tim McGraw, I think would be awesome.
Yeah.
Or Garth Brooks.
Yeah.
We can't answer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or
have-
how long do you have today?
Yeah.
How long
Everybody.
do you have? So I have one more question for you. What do you think it's important for women to have a voice in country radio? Like, why do you think that's so important right now? Especially in a, like, I feel like country radio is really dominated by males right now, and like, there's not a lot of female influence. It's really hard to make it as a female artist, but it is really important because, like, I as a female listener, I don't really relate to any male artists. I don't listen to their songs and go, oh yeah, you know. So like, but to you, what do you guys feel like? Why it's important?
Well, Hannah always says like it's nice to have both sides of the story, and
Yeah, I mean, take it away. No, I think it's good to have both sides of the story in the sense that, you know, there are going to be some male artists that I relate to, some I don't, some female artists that men relate to. And I mean, it's just kind of, we all have different stories to tell. So I think that, you know, for us, when we were growing up, women were on top of the world in country music. There were the Dixie Chicks, Faith Hill, Martina McBride. I mean, just the list goes on. I feel like there was just a lot more variety at that time. So I'm just excited to see some variety coming back. You know what I mean? Variety being
right. And just like you said, like, you know, there's a lot of people who are country fans, but they, you know, there's clearly, you know, a piece of it that might be not missing, but, you know, that needs to grow. And I think it is growing. But I think, too, it's put a lot of female artists under, you know, some pressure in the last few years, and it's really created some great artists that are popping through. I think they're amazing. So it's kind of like the saying, I guess, like under pressure is it makes a diamond or something like that, you know. But there's so much talent, I mean, incredible female talent in this format. So I'm just really excited to see some of the ones that are coming to the surface lately. It's been really exciting.
Well, I look forward to hearing you guys on the radio.
Thank
So
you.
everyone, go download Lipstick and request it. And they
Yes, thank you for having us. That was fun.